Hey y'all, it's nighttime, and I'm in bed, heat pads on my back, because my back's killing me and I'm starting to get a headache, so bear with me. Anyway, I decided to put the Robin video and the short explanation, even though it became a little bit longer, sorry, but I decided to put the Robin video and the updated chicks in one video, and there's only one little snippet of the other rescue bird, and with the one I'm about to tell you now, because it's just short, and then a little smash up of basically Ben and the dogs playing. Figured I would just put that in there. There's a lot that has been happening from March till now, because there's a thing called the 100-mile yard sale that goes on in my little town of Driftwood Cinnamahoney Emporium in the state of PA, and I've just been going through my house, and basically whatever I don't want, you know, stuff that still works, still can be used, but I'm not using it, don't want it, don't need it, figured it goes in the yard sale, somebody else can have it. Basically, one person's junk is another man's treasure, so we put that in 100-mile yard sale, and we take it down to my parents, and we have a yard sale. Since they closed their bait shop down and are retired, we just use Mom's she shed, that was her bait shop, for that now. And she does other arts and crafts, and they sometimes open it up for other things here and there. And then Dad does his woodworking, Mom does her arts and crafts and all that other stuff. But yeah, we put that out in the yard sale. I had a friend that came in March. Of course, that's when I was hatching out my chicks. Her dad was sick and passed away. Of course, I knew her from high school and I knew her dad, so that was going on. Stuff was happening in June. I had the Robin, of course, like I said. The Robin came shortly afterwards. And the Robin was here and had to teach the Robin how to eat, do all kinds of stuff, because it didn't want to learn how to do anything. I no sooner got rid of the Robin, and that's when this new little rescue bird showed up. Mom found it, realized there was something really wrong with it, and it was very emaciated, very starved. The bird was like the Robin. It should have been able to eat and feed itself and be on its own. It was a starling, or a sterling, however you want to pronounce it. They have red eyes. One eye on the one side, and you'll see in the pictures. One was normal, a little bit darker red. The other one was very, very brighter red. The pupil was a little bit more dilated, and you could see it was a little bit more bulged out. I think it had some kind of trauma, head trauma. You'll see in a video, I think it was blind, it could not see. Birds with red eyes, animals with red eyes. I used to have rats, raised rats. We used to rescue them too. We used to do a lot of pocket pet rescues. I also used to breed small pocket pets from approved breeders. I'm not going to get into the details. But we used to have rabbits that had red eyes. Guinea pigs. They used to sway back and forth to try to get their vision. That's how you used to be able to try to focus. This is what this bird was doing, because it couldn't focus. So I recognized that. I contacted some friends, aviator friends that, you know, directly work with, you know, wild birds, had them as pets. I contacted a good friend I knew in Arizona. I'm like, hey, what's going on with this bird? Something's not right. One friend I trust immensely, who's worked with very disabled animals, both wild, non-wild, has worked with people in zoos, to try to figure out what was going on. Like I said, it was very emaciated. Just something wasn't right neurological with this bird. And like I said, these birds are known to have red eyes. Animals in the wild with red eyes that naturally have red eyes, they can have vision problems. Some of them can, some of them not. But for this bird to just naturally have red eyes and not be able to see, very weird. So we think that probably in the nest, while mom was being able to feed it, it could smell the food, open its mouth. In order for me to be able to feed this bird, even when I first got it, maybe it was scared, I had to make baby bird noises. I had to go, I can't do it now. My head hurts too much. But I had to, you know, like, I'm trying to make these noises, but if I do, it's hurting my head. I had to make baby bird noises, or I actually pulled up on the computer Sterling's baby birds making these noises. If it heard the baby birds, it would open its mouth. It would get excited and open its mouth. If I rubbed the food close to the side of its mouth, and it smelled the food, it would open its mouth. Now, I mixed up cat food, and I do have baby bird formula, and it was in a syringe. I know it's never smelled that kind of food before, but it seemed to be like if I touched my finger to the side of its face or its mouth, it didn't want to open its mouth. But if I took the food, I didn't get a video, but if I took the food on my finger, or it was on the syringe, without even making a sound, it would open its mouth. But this was on the second day, because I think it was used to it. But during the first day, I had to make the baby bird sound for it to open its mouth. It could have been because it was scared. I think it did have a lot of head trauma, but this bird was emaciated. It was very, very skinny. It was starving more or less to death. I had to sort of power feed it, but you had to power feed it so much at a time, then you had to wait for a while, like an hour or two, then feed it more, an hour or two, then feed it more. You couldn't just keep, I mean, you have to poke the food to it, but you have to do it so much at a time, and you have to pack it full of a lot of nutrients, a lot of fats. By the next day, I mean, I went to bed that night and I slept for about, I think, 3 to 5 hours. To make sure it was packed full. Got up, I mean, I was really tired. Got up and started the whole process over again. And, I mean, he was doing good. Even my mom noticed in the box and everything, like my mom said, it flew right to her and on her. She was kind of like shocked it did. I think it heard my mom, heard the dogs outside, just realized there's somebody there, it can get help. Animals seem to flock to me and my mom like we're like freaking Snow Whites. And, you know, last ditched attempt to get help. So, mom couldn't really do anything. She was busy. And as sick and as emaciated, and mom realized there was something wrong, she's like, you know more about what you might be able to do. She didn't have the bird raising stuff that I do, and the stuff to mix up for it, and the medicine that she don't have the medicine that I have, because, you know, I have the little farm and the chickens and all that other good stuff. She don't have the stuff that I do. I mean, she has worms like to feed just a regular bird, because she has birds that she has raised and fed, and they keep coming back and want her to feed them. But the stuff that he may need for special needs, she don't have. So she called me, and she's like, come take this baby bird. So that's why she called me. In case it needs anything medical. And she don't have the friend resources for special needs like I do. So she's like, here, come. This one needs you. So that's why my mom called me. She's like, I don't know what to do with this thing, because this is a little special guy. And like, when she felt him, she's like, this thing is all bony. You can literally feel his bones. If I lifted his feathers, I could see his ribs. You should not be able to see a bird's ribs. But the next day, he was doing good. And I literally put him on the floor. My animals wouldn't bother him. He'd flutter around on the floor. He was happy. He was making songs, happy songs, everything. So I went to prepare him some more food. And he made this god-awful sound I have never heard a bird made. I put him back on the stand in this little tote thing that you've seen the robin in. And yes, I had cleaned it out, sanitized it and everything before I even put him in it. And I just put him in it, and I put the lid down. And I went over to mix up more food for him because he needed more food. I had a little bit, but I went to prepare more food. I mean, I had enough for, you know, him and the syringes and everything for now. But I went to mix up and make more, because I didn't know how much I would need. So I made a little bit. And I went to prepare more cat food to get done up. And I got more baby bird food. And I read up all the stuff, you know, like what kind of fruits, nuts, whatever. And I was making a plate to see if maybe I could put a plate in there, if he could smell it, if he could, like, find his way, because I do have a blind rooster. And if he is blind, maybe he could feel his way to find food. And I was going to see if maybe, you know, if I put food in there on, like, a low enough dish, if maybe he could smell it and find his way. Because I have a blind rooster. So I know how to work with a blind bird. You know, so I was going to try to see if I could help him out some way in that sense. You know, like maybe dip his head down. Something, you know. He's got to learn how to feed himself, and you know, when he gets older. I can't always do it for him. So, you know, maybe work on that. Do something. So I was in the kitchen preparing stuff, and I put him back in his little tote thing, and I heard this god-awful sound. I'm like, what in the world? So I went over, and I lifted up the tote thing, because he was making a god-awful sound. He's flopping around in there, in a tank, and he flies out of the tank, flops around on the floor for a few seconds, and that's it. And I've never heard a bird make that. It was like the shrillest sound I've ever heard. But that was it. He went from doing okay to just... And I'm like, I can't believe... What the... So there had to be something more wrong with him than I had initially thought. And even though I sent a little video clip to my friend, and I sent pictures to my friend, and even talked to a couple of my other friends, and sent them pictures and video clips, and they all said the same thing. He could have hatched out that way, been okay, and like when his parents were feeding him, because he could smell the food, he was hearing the others, but when he started taking flight, he still had that issue where he was blind, or semi-blind like my rooster, and every time he left the nest, and he kept flying, he kept hitting things, and the more he kept hitting things, the more he kept getting head trauma, and finally his parents, he could probably see it first, pretty good, but the more he kept running into things, kept hitting things, his vision kept getting worse, and he just, and his parents probably just eventually left him, like the robin, and they just said, nope, that's it, we're leaving you, and he just kept flying into things, his head just kept getting worse, basically, that side of the eye kept getting worse, and he just, after a while, just couldn't find food, and he kept starving and starving and starving. And in the last ditch attempt effort, he came upon my parents. They have a pond. They have a nice little ecosystem. There's lots of bugs around. Even though he might have been able to find some. He probably heard my mom and the dogs, and even though the wild tells him to stay away, the other birds probably around said, hey, there's a nice lady, go towards her, she'll feed you. Because I know those birds are probably saying, that lady feeds birds, go to her. Because every one of those freaking birds my mom feeds. She hand feeds them. She does. Even though they have bird feeders, my parents feed them out of their hands. They do all kinds of birds. Those are their babies. They feed the birds. Top into the bag. Seriously. I swear to God. My parents are like Mr. and Mrs. Snow White. They feed the birds. Hummingbirds, all kinds of birds. They like their birds. So, I think the other birds told that little birdie, hey, go to that little old lady with the dogs. Sorry, I called my mom a little old lady, but still, she is. She'll feed you. And that's when my mom called me, and she goes, hey, this bird needs a nurse. I'm just a receptionist. I swear, I can hear it now. I swear to God, I can hear it now. You know, excuse me, little sick bird. Go to the receptionist. She'll see you to the doctor. and then I had to call the specialist. But yeah, my mom said you should call it Lucky. I'm like, no, Mom. We have had like 20 animals in our life called Lucky. It's gonna be lucky if it makes it through. Unfortunately, it didn't. But how I think of it is, it would have had to live the rest of its life in captivity, and that would have been sucky. It's different if it's a chicken. They can get around. They can survive. They don't have to. They can fly, but they will never know how free it feels to fly in the sky. Okay? Birds need to fly. Like, if you know what I mean. I know chickens are birds, but they're not the kind that need to fly and soar, okay? That bird would have had a hell of a life. It would have wanted to fly. I would have had to clip its wings and ground it. It would have sucked for that bird. It would have never been able to truly fly and be free. But now it can. Even if it would have been able to see out of this eye and not this one, it would have had a flight problem. And I could have removed that eye and got it removed, but still, trying to fly, it would have had a problem. I think. Even if it had some kind of head trauma, it would not have had a very good life if that was the case. So now it's free. Maybe it can be reborn and, excuse me, be a bird and fly again and hopefully not have any problems. But I told Mom, I said, fine. I wanted to call it Lou because I thought it was, you know, or Louie. I don't know why, but Louie, I think is the eye, kept popping in my head. I'm weird like that. I'm kind of morbid. And if it was a girl, for some reason, Lucy Lou kept popping in my head too. But Lucky Lou also just popped into my head. And I guess I could have called it Lou. So we settled on, my mom kept saying Lucky and I kept saying Lou. So we just decided on Lucky Lou. But anyway, it's supposed to be a short intro. It became a long intro. But that's the dang story of the bird. We got it. Tried to save it. Did not work. But I hope you enjoy the pictures. It was a cute little bird. And it would have been cool because starlings, blue jays, believe it or not, you can actually train them to speak and whistle. And I had to read up on it. I'm like, I knew blue jays could talk and mimic. But I was reading up and I'm like, dude, you can actually train starlings to talk and whistle? And I was like, dang. So I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. But the little guy passed away. Or girl. But yeah, starlings, blue jays, like crows and blackbirds. Yeah, starlings and blue jays, and I think there's a couple other birds. You can actually train, you know, if you hear somebody talk or whistle, and they even do it in the wild. They'll pick it up in the wild from hearing people can talk or whistle. And I'm like, Huh, maybe maybe I think I'm going crazy because I hear people talking and whistling. I think I'm going crazy. I mean, it's probably them. But anyway, either that or I am going crazy. But that's the story of the other bird. So I'll show you some clip. So enjoy the clip of the little rescue bird. I know it might be sad seeing it. And then there'll be pictures of the puppy dogs, Ben and his cousin playing. And then I'll probably just do, because I said I would, and I told a couple people I would just show videos. I don't know if I'm even on camera. My hand's getting tired. I would probably just do videos of, or a short video, and compile clips of just the dogs doing service dog work. Some of my friends are like, when are you just going to do videos of the dogs doing service dog work? It's hard to just video the dogs doing service dog work. And, you know, I can sometimes film me showing them, if I'm training them to do some things, that's different. But sometimes if I'm in a store and I'm shopping, I'll do a live, depending on where my headspace is at, or how busy it is. If it's not too busy, then sometimes I film. You know, and I'll do a live. Sometimes I film on just my handheld camera here. But other times, it's one of those things where it depends where my headspace is at. It depends on how busy it is and how crowded it is. It messes with my anxiety too much. It's like, no. Just too much going on. And I want to try to keep the dogs focused on me and what I'm doing. And I'm more focused on concentrating on what I'm doing and keeping the dogs focused on, especially Ben, you know, what they're doing. And trying to hold a camera and two dogs, it's easy when it's just one. It'd be better if I had a film crew where they could film and, you know, show what's going on. Because usually John's the one doing the shopping, picking up the stuff, putting in the cart. I'm doing what, you know, needs to be done. I need a third person behind me to film everything. I need a film crew, like the person I follow that I like, Katie Van Syke. I need her film crew to follow me around. That's what I need. But I don't got the money. Now, if I could pay them in milk bones or cookies, or, you know, and, you know, if I could feed them, I'll feed you. If you want to come be my film crew, I will feed you. That's about all I can do. But yeah, it's easier to have someone film me doing something than me trying to film and hold a camera myself and do stuff and task stuff. And everyone's like, oh, get one of those selfie sticks. If I have a selfie stick and I'm way out here trying to do something and trying to hold the dogs here, I'd have to throw the leashes down and get a treat. This is why I need somebody to film what I'm doing. And trying to put stuff on a stand and move around, it's different. I need, you know, I mean, I could get those glasses. They have those glasses now that you can film on. You know, I think they're cheap glasses you can get that you can move around and walk around and film what you're doing, but I don't want something that's just close up what I'm doing. I want somebody where people can zoom in and out like this of what I'm doing. And show different things far away and zoom and pan out. You know, those glasses are great. I've seen the glasses for what I'm doing, you know, if I'm just focused on one thing. But I want something that I can zoom in and out. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to put some service dog videos up in a different video. But after this, on this video, I'm going to do little rescue bird and just some clips of the dogs having fun. And, you know, just some this and that clips. But I have been busy. I was trying to get stuff gathered up for the 100 mile yard sale. I'm just now explaining myself. I did catch a bad cold. I did get sick after my friend Nikki left. No, it wasn't COVID. There was a stomach flu that was going around here. There was a bad upper respiratory infection, and there was a regular old common flu that was going around here. You know, that summer, spring flu that everybody gets. And when I get a regular flu or a common cold type deal, if I do not get something for it right away, or some kind of, you know, antibiotic or something to combat it, after like a week and it doesn't go away, it winds up turning into bronchitis. Well, that's what I got. And John got pneumonia. Yay. He actually got it so bad he had to take like almost a week off of work. Oh my God. And we were both so sick it wasn't even funny. And we were struggling to try to keep up doing the farm work, keep up with chicks. All my chicks were hatched out. It was good, but just, and it wasn't really, you know, they were outside, you know, everything's outside, not a problem, but just trying to keep up with feeding them, cleaning out the big coops, and, you know, just keeping up with, you know, maintenance, letting the dogs in and out. I mean, just bending over to clip the dog on a, you know, felt like torture. Like, you know, I mean, even though I can make the dogs jump up, like, come here so I can clip you, baby. It's like, no. You know, just trying to crawl out of bed. My bed sits up high, so all I got to do is just, oh, that hurt my back. Just kind of like get in and just kind of like throw my legs over and just, you know, just, my bed's set to where I can just get in and out easily. Oh my God. I didn't want to even move. That's, no. So, and John got over his pretty quickly, pretty fairly, like guys do. Me, however, if I get a cold like today, it will take me like a whole month to get over anything. I have to take like 2 rounds of antibiotics, 2 rounds of like steroids just to get anywhere. I have like a very weak immune system. I mean, I'm sitting there drinking herbal teas. I'm putting a pan with Vicks in it and putting my head over it, trying to get all the mucus out. It was torture. So, and July came, had 100 Mile yard sale. I had family come in. We got things, you know, not only for the 100 yard sale, but family came in. We got stuff done at my parents that needed to be done and fixed. Because when family comes home to visit, it's not just time for visiting. It's time to, you know, do projects that need to be done. I had my bathroom floor re-put in, and I usually take videos of stuff that needs to be done and work and the before and after, but all we did is take a piece out, put a piece in, and put the floor back in, and refix my bathroom sink that was just a little bit, it was like this. We re-leveled it up, but we put a new front in because it was like crappy plywood press board, and my hot water tank before I moved in here leaked. It leaked from my art room to my bathroom, and it made the bathroom floor kind of weak. But when it made it weak and it made my sink go like this and we had to level it back up, it weakened the front of my sink. The cupboard doors were fine, but that press board and the board that lays like this in my bathroom, it was all press board and it was crappy. So we just replaced it with better board. Like real wood. And it matches. It looks like the actual wooden cupboard doors. Because my dad did it, and my dad does awesome. I don't know why I'm going like this. You don't need to see my boogers. I'm getting tired. But anyway, it looks like real wood. I'll have to take pictures and show you sometime. I'm not getting out of this bed because If I keep moving, it's going to hurt my back. But yeah. Alright. What are you doing? No, you are seeing that, right? He does have red eyes, but watch. He, does not react to anything we're doing. Now, I think it is a... I looked it up, and the coloration of the bird... My camera's a little bit bad for this, the lighting. The lighting on him, it looks sort of like a starling coloration. But then at times it looks like a grackle. But you see how big these lips are right here? Starlings don't really have this big of a lip, really. But grackles do. And I've had a grackle before. Starlings can have red eyes. But grackles can too. I've had grackles with orange eyes, yellow eyes, blue eyes, gray eyes, brown eyes. But not this red of eyes. But he's moving his head back and forth, like my mice and my rats used to that had red and ruby eyes. And even my rabbits of poor vision, like he's trying to focus, but like I said, he won't, even when I touch his eyes, there's no response. So I think he is blind. He is very skinny, if you look. His breastplate should not be that skinny. He could have had some vision when he was younger, and maybe he fell, because he did have limited vision. Like, he could have had some vision when he was learning beforehand, and being able to be fed and stuff, because the parents would have kicked him out. And then he was starting to learn how to fly and stuff, and he kept flying into stuff, landing wrong, and caused himself head trauma. And the parents just finally left him. Kind of like the little robin that I had. Because like I said, the robin kind of reminded me of a dummy foal, had kind of like slow learning. Like, which wasn't this guy's fault. Like, this guy could, like I said, had limited vision, was able to get the food. The parents were able to poke the food to him enough for him to survive long enough to get enough food, survive long enough to get out of the nest, and by the time he took flight, well, guess what? He was able to fly, because he can fly, but he just flies into things. He does not know where he's going. He's completely, like, literally blind. This bird is going to have to live in captivity or go to a sanctuary. Right now he's sitting like a penguin. I literally have to open his mouth and give him food because, yeah, see? Nothing. Like, even if I make noises or play bird noises, like hungry birds, or like hungry baby birds, or mom's trying to feed your chicks, nothing. There's no response. And he can hear. At least I think he can hear. But there's no response. So he could be deaf and blind, but I think he can hear. Because I've made some noises and he's sort of like responded, so. We'll see. But yeah, I can easily open his mouth. He lets me. And as soon as he notices or tastes the food that I've gotten there, this is basically, you know, baby bird food. And in here I've got more liquid, more watered down baby bird food, and I've got probiotics and electrolytes in it. And another syringe, which is over on a table. I don't want to move too much unless I pick him up. I've got a little bit of Gatorade with some electrolytes in it to give him a boost. So, I mean, I could do a little bit of sugar water and electrolytes, but I'll give him a little bit of Gatorade. Yeah. Ooh, I get one. And I'll put a little bit of electrolytes in his water to help keep him hydrated, because he is really skinny. Come on, get up here. And he's got a death grip on that towel. Yeah, look at that. He's got a real death grip on that towel. Come on, get up here. Get. See, he can fly, but I don't want you to fall. Yeah, but see that eye? And it's not like a protective coating that's over it either. But now you got, you know, you got food in your eye. There you go. I mean, he's aware the dogs are there, but I'm really worried they're there. Mr. Ben's being so protective. It's okay, Mr. Ben. He's okay. He's not gonna fall. He's good. Mr. Ben's trying to get him to go back up. He's fine. He won't fall. You see him keep tilting his head. That's what he does. He just keeps tilting it back and forth. But yeah. He should sense my hand is there, and he's nothing. Nothing. Nothing in his head or anything seems to be swelled. And he just might have so much head trauma right now that he might not even know where he's at. He can just be all kinds of confused right now. My mom walked out the back door, and this bird just flew right in her face and landed on her. She swatted at it. She didn't know what it was at first, and she missed it. And all of a sudden, she's like, "There's a bird on my face." She's like wondering what was on her face. And there's this little guy. Came out of nowhere, and she realized it was a baby. And she kind of picked him up, and she was looking at him, and she's like, "This bird is acting weird. It's doing a little, you know, head thing." So, I'm doing stuff to him, and you know, his balance is a little bit okay. We shall see. Alright, let's get a little bit more food into you, because I don't know how long it's been since you ate, so we're not going to shove the food right into you. We're just doing a little bit slow at a time so you don't get sick. Yeah. Hey, you guys gonna come out? It's hot. Come on. We're just out here. I brought you some greens. I need to get your nummy dish filled up. You need your pen in there, cleaned up a little bit. Need more bedding. Come on, Noah. Come on. Come out. Come out. See? You're not so crabby anymore, are you? No, you used to bite me. Yeah. You used to bite and claw at me and growl. And now you don't, do you? No. No. You used to be like Snow. Snow used to bite and growl at me. She used to be cage aggressive. Even before when she had buddies. But when she lost her buddies and the bear flipped this cage over, she got post-traumatic stress disorder. And now that he's got a little buddy, he seems to have calmed down a lot. Huh? Didn't ya? So yeah, you and Garth made pretty good buddies. Yeah, you hop around over up here. You guys sometimes hump each other, but that's just a bunny thing. You guys got a little bit of shedding out more to do. You got hay, I got you a little bit of grass, you got a water bottle there, you got a water bottle there. Oh, there you are. Now you came out. Now you come out. You gonna come out? You gonna come out, Garth? Huh? You gonna come out, Garfy? See, I can reach my hand in there and pet Garth. He don't care. Garth is like, oh, I don't want to come out. It's too hot. See, I can reach in here and pet Garth. Garth is like, I don't care. I can reach over here and pet Noah. Oh, come here. Oh, now you want to play tag. Now you want to play tag. Now you want to play tag. You want to play tag? No. But I can reach in here and pet you. I just couldn't reach out. What the heck? I couldn't reach out there and pet you. Could reach in there. There is something serious. What the heck is wrong with you two? Bunnies are like guinea pigs. You guys are nuts. It's hot out here. Oh, dogs are out. Chickens are out. Baby chicks are out. Well, the first batch of baby chicks are out, and the one little duck has survived. I'll close this. Morty's out eating. Short little vid. Oh. And just cleaned some bedding, threw some old bedding in. Hey, where'd the babies go? I put the second batch of babies in here. Are the babies hiding? Wonky's still up here. I lost my two oldest Pekin ducks, Cuddles and Nibbles. But they were like 10 years old, so... And they were very handicapped. I just fed the farm. Second round of babies is in. I just got to put the duck in here at night because she is still too young to be left in here at night without being put up. So I can put her in with these guys. They go in here? Yeah, they're back in. They're tucked in there. So I can't see them because they got tucked in. That one that's behind that one is where they're at. They're hiding. I also threw some baby food back there, so yeah. Hey, come out and say hi. Come on, babies. Bring those babies out. Come here. But yeah, they're back in there, and I gotta muck this out. They got it all icky. But yeah, see the babies in there? And it's so hot. I only got a regular light bulb in there. But yeah, those babies are in there. But the baby duck goes up in there before it gets too dark. Or just that dark. And that way he can get baby food. And then If John don't put him out in the morning, I mean, if he has to stay in there, like if I have a headache or something like that, and he has to stay in there all day, it's fine. It's just the 2 smaller Banhams. I don't want him to have to stay in there, but if he had to for like a day, that'd be fine. But that way he can go out during the day, because he's big enough to go with these guys. But if it's a little bit too cold, too wet and nasty, I mean, he should be fine, but he's big enough to, and it's warm enough to, he can go out here. Oh, the bugs keep biting me. So, but he just got a little bit too big to continuously be staying in there and in the brooder. Keeps making it a mess, so we just took him out, put him with these guys. He can be out here during the day. I'll put him up in there at night so I can make sure he does get some baby food. But during the day, he's got there's flock raiser mixed in with this stuff, because I put flock raiser in with their feed. Oh, and John told him. So, say bye, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? 2? Probably 2. Yeah. Now, easy. Ben. We went over this. You're bigger. She like the baby chicks. She's a baby. She's smaller than you. I don't think she's grown. Well, maybe a little. I'm talking to Ben. Hey, bull in a china shop. Ben, she is a baby. She's littler than you. Easy. Baby. Like the baby chicks. Here we go, Mr. Ben. Just a baby. Yeah, she may be a little bit older than you. By a couple months, but still, she's tiny. She's a smaller breed. There we go. She can't handle the rough play. There we go. Good boy, Mr. Ben. A little bit easier play with her. Good. Good boy. Easier play. Here we go. Easier play with your cousin Gemma. Good boy, Mr. Ben. I know. Good boy, Mr. Ben. I know. She's little when she gets a little bit more rougher with you. I know. Good boy, Mr. Ben. Good boy, Mr. Ben. I know. She's just little. She can't take all the rough play. You're a little bit rough sometimes, see? You and Kaido, both. That's for me and Ben and Kaido getting rough. Yeah. They don't mean to. Just sometimes we get a little rough. Yeah. Yeah. Easy. Good boy. Easy, Mr. Ben. Easy, Mr. Ben, huh? Good job, Mr. Ben. Yeah, she's smaller than you. She's like the baby chicks. You gotta be real easy with her sometimes. I know, she gets a little bit rough. Yeah, I know she's small. She gets a little bit rough. And she's bratty at times. Yeah. Yeah, see? She's bratty. She runs away, and she comes back for more. Yeah. See? She runs away when it gets too tough. But then she comes back for more. Babysitting? You and Smushy taking a nap? You guys, we're off duty? Are you and Smush Mush off duty? Are you and Smushy off duty? Somebody's like, yeah, you babysit for a while. We're taking a nap. You and Smushy off duty taking a nap? Huh? Yeah. Grandma's gonna make us supper. She's gonna make us hamburger and liquid gold. Yeah. And we're gonna eat at Grandma's tonight. And you can babysit, Mom. Because me and Smushy are off duty. Is that what you think? Huh? Is that what you guys think? Huh? You think I'm babysitting while you two can be off duty? Huh? You think what? I think I'm the babysitter? Am I the babysitter? You want me to babysit for a while? While you two take a nap? Is that what you guys think? Kylo, don't ignore me. Okay. I guess you're still babysitting. Good job, Kylo. See, she just corrected him. Well, thank you, Kylo. Be like, I guess, Mom, you still need a little bit of help. I was watching them. I seen it. I know what was going on. Oh, I guess I'm not a good enough babysitter. I suppose you're still gonna... Okay. I guess Kylo thinks I'm not still a good enough babysitter. Huh? Is that it, Smushy? Be like, no, you just need a little help sometimes. Is that it, Kylo? I still need a little help sometimes. Is that it, Kylo? I need a little help sometimes. You gonna go correct the kids? Do I still need a little help? Huh? Do I still need a little help correcting them? Huh? Alright, I guess I still need help babysitting. What about you, Smush? I'm just gonna stay there? You're not gonna correct anybody? You're just gonna take a nap? You're like, Kylo's got this. She's got it under control, right? You're just gonna nap while Kylo has it handled? Okay. I guess me and you will just chill out while Kylo has everything under control, huh? Yeah, hi. Hi. Hello, you little squirt. Hello, you little half pint. Yeah. Yeah, she's like what you would call, I guess, a mini cavalier. Which I guess can happen. They're just miniature in size. And she's regular size, same as Jessie. And when you breed them, sometimes it's just a gene. Kind of like poodles and dachshunds. You don't know what you're getting until, well, they just don't grow. Right? So yeah. It's in Mom's Cavalier book. It's just a gene. There's Kylo again. Like, I got it. I'm on control. I got it covered. Okay. Good job, Kylo. Old Mama Hen over there. You watching the pups? You got it handled? You got it covered? Huh? You being a mama dog? Huh? You're making sure it's not getting out of hand, right? You babysitting those pups? Say, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna watch TV and hang out with my best friend Smush over there, and I'm gonna watch puppies. You're gonna help me babysit? Alright. As long as you can help me babysit the little hellions over there. Yeah. Hey, don't push her off the couch. It's the virtually indestructible clock. Ben? You watching them? You better be watching them, babysitting them. Nope. I know, he knocked the glass over. Everything's okay. It was just a little noise. We're all good. Nothing's outside. You don't see nothing. We're all good. Oh, it's because Grandpa's back. Grandpa's home. Okay. That's because Grandpa's home. Yeah. Just in time. Yeah. Yeah, go tell Grandma. She's in the kitchen. I think Ben fell trying to get up the steps.
Did you want these?
Yeah.
I figured I didn't think you had any of these kind.
No, but those would be cool. Those make good pencil holders. Okay. Come on, Ben. Oh, good lord. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. Jessie, why are you in there? She can get out, it's open. Are you hiding from Ben and Gemma's playing? Alright, I'm gonna turn this off for a while.
Even when people come, she...
I know, because you're a little bit shy. That's your secure place, huh? Alright, I'm gonna turn this off and help you babysit. Go see if Grandpa and them need help. Yeah. Oh, macaroni and cheese. Liquid gold, huh? Yeah. So she's like, I'm gonna go eat. Yeah, and I'll help you babysit. But first I'm gonna go see if Grandpa needs help. Yeah. Probably not, because he got Dad helping him, huh? Ben, get in here. You better behave. Well, let me fill your water up first. What are you guys doing? Come on, guys. You must be going potty, not playing chase. What? She'll go over and get him here in a minute. She'll go over and bug him. Okay, he's laying down. He's not doing nothing. She's gonna go over here. Mind her own business. She may or may not go potty now. I don't know. Or she'll come over here and then she'll bug Ben. Oh, hush it up. Hush it up. Get the truck going down the road. What? What are you doing, Gemma? What are you doing? You gonna go you're gonna get Ben? Hmm? What? No? You're not gonna go get Ben again? You were over there bugging him a few minutes ago. Go bark in the truck. Come on. No barking at truck. Come on. Get over here. Gemma! Then again, you guys might not have to go potty. Gemma might have used a puppy pad. The potty pad inside. Like, Ben knows how to use a potty pad. He might have went to use a potty pad inside if we carried stuff in. Because, you know, if I have a headache or a migraine, he is trained to, like, Kylo use a potty pad. Okay, I gotta get Kylo let out. Come on. Ben, come on. Let's go. You two spoiled kids. Are you finally gonna go? Maybe? Yes? Did you get the poop plate out of you? Maybe? I'm pressing the wrong button. Maybe you're sniffing for a spot. I don't know. Ben's just like, I'm done. I'm gonna go take a nap. Would you just pick a spot and go? No, we're not chasing bees. No, no, out, we're not chasing bees. We're not chasing bees. Bees we do not chase. Nope, we're not chasing bees. Nope, nope. Ben tries to chase bees, but he doesn't realize bees will sting. Yep. Okay, guys. Look at the ball. Hurry up! Give me the ball! Bring it here! Come on, Ben! You get it! Get the ball! Come on, let's go! Bring it here! What are you waiting for? Bring it here! Come on! Hurry up! Bring it here! Come on! Good boy! Good boy, Mr. Man. Good boy. Hey, go get it! You guys getting tired already? I think you're getting tired. Get it! Are you getting too dirty for you now? Get it, Mr. Ben. Come on. Get that ball and bring it here. Come on.
Well, why don't you get it, come and bring it here?
Here, you want to play tuggy? You want to play tug of war? Ben, want to play tug of war? Come on. Come on. Somebody get the ball. Somebody get it and bring it here. What are you going to try to hurt the ball? You know, this is not a fun video if you don't bring me the ball. Good boy, Mr. Man.
First, Mom.
Good boy, Mr. Man. Good boy. Good boy, bring the ball. Goofball. Why didn't you bring it? Are you getting tired? Alright.